Hey guys, it's injury lawyer Scott DeSalvo, and in this video I'm going to discuss a little bit of a complex problem, but it does come up in workers' comp cases all the time. And so that is, what if I got hurt while I was working, but I got hurt and it was somebody else's fault? So, boy, does that sound weird? All right, I'll give you a couple of examples. You're a truck driver, so you're driving, you're on the clock, and then some guy runs a red light and plows into your truck and you get hurt. That's one example. Another example is in construction, right? So you're a construction worker and you're working for a subcontractor at a construction project, and the general contractor obviously has some control over safety, and there's some sort of safety violation, like there's ice left in your work area or something like that, or there's a hole dug and it's not guarded out or marked out or something like that. So your employer is the subcontractor. The general contractor didn't do its safety inspection that morning, and as a result you fall in the hole, or you slip and fall, or some wood falls on you, whatever happens in a construction. So you're in a situation where, if you've watched the other videos, you know that we don't have to prove or show that your company did anything wrong. So you automatically have a workers' comp case, and if you were hurt because another person or company caused the injury, crash, or dangerous condition, then you also have a third-party lawsuit, right? So you can both collect benefits under workers' comp and have a third-party litigation against the person or company or companies or people who caused the dangerous condition or caused you to be hurt. So basically, that's actually a pretty good situation for you, because in most comp cases, you're getting paid time while you're off work with a doctor's note. You're getting your medical care paid for, and once you reach MMI, maximum medical improvement, a lot of times we can get you a settlement without going to trial, which is good for you. But the problem is, I don't know if we've discussed this in another video or not, but what happens in these workers' comp cases is the trade-off of you not having to prove that your company was negligent is that your damages in workers' comp are capped. In other words, in other videos I discuss how your PPD, or permanent partial disability, or the amount of money you get in lump sum at the end of the case, is set by how much money you make per hour, and it's multiplied times a number of weeks, and that's what you get in lump sum. And there's a range, and you benefit from having somebody to fight to get you in a higher range than in a lower range, right? But in a jury trial, or in a trial before a judge at the courthouse in a civil third-party case, the damages are unlimited, right? So it is a real thing that you might have a workers' comp case that settles for $100,000 or $200,000 or $50,000, but if you also have the right to bring a third-party case against the company or entity, I hate using the word entity because it makes me sound like a lawyer. It also sounds like I'm talking about ghosts. I'm not talking about ghosts. In a third-party civil case, you can collect as much money as the jury or judge thinks your case is worth, right? So you can claim things like pain and suffering, disability, and, for damages in the past and damages in the future, right? So if you have a doctor who writes you a note in a third-party case or gives a deposition that says you're going to need, $300,000 worth of treatment in the future, or you're going to need a surgery in the future, we're allowed to ask for that in a third-party case, right? And a jury or a judge is able to sit down and say, okay, this guy's got 5 out of 10 back pain for the rest of his life. How much is it worth? Well, it's up to the judge and jury, instead of just some calculation based on how much you make times a certain number of weeks, and then we argue about whether it should be on the high end or the low end of the range. It's literally whatever a judge or jury thinks is just. So there definitely are situations where you can have both a workers' comp case and a third-party case in one accident or one injury-causing event, and I hope that sort of explains it for you. If you do, you should definitely talk to a lawyer, because the interplay between the comp and the PI becomes pretty complicated, or it can. So anyway, hope this helps. Have a great day. Let's see if I can get to work without being caught on the expressway in a traffic jam for an hour. Take care.